So you mute your mic. Okay, so good morning, everybody, and welcome back to class. It's actually been a while that we met, so happy New Year, happy Valentine to those of you that have lovers. Okay, I know you have lovers. Happy Valentine, happy International Women's Day to the women out there, including you, that is Prita. So it's nice to have you here once again. It's nice to have you here once again. So without wasting time, I'll just head on today. We'll be talking about proportion and size. My name is Varashi. You know my name already now. We've been doing this for some time, so so let's get down to business. Next slide, please. So I said, imagine you have a box of crayons or colors, and you want to make a pretty drawing. You want to draw something. Now, proportion is like making sure each color you use is the right size compared to others. So, if you have a big sun, you won't draw a tiny tree next to it. So, knowing that, okay, if you have a big sun, the next thing that should come is a big tree, not a tiny tree. So, proportion is knowing the right size to use, right? Knowing which size to use for what. So it's applicable in design actually. That's why we're doing this. Next slide, please. So another example is this. I say, let's imagine you are building a toy city with blocks, right? Proportion is making sure that your buildings are the right height compared to each other. You won't want a super tall house next to a really short one. So you can see it in houses or estates. See that if they are tall buildings, all of them will be tall. If they are short, all of them will be short. Then if it may be little, it should also be big or wide, right? So knowing that, okay, this is what goes with this, right? That is the essence. Knowing that this is what goes with this size is what is required, and this size goes with this size. Now, when we get to the practical aspect, you begin to understand all these things when we begin to put them into practice. But for now, let's move to the next slide. Now, talking about size, I said knowing the right size. That's what I've been talking about. But now, what is size itself? Now, as you think of size like playing with toy cars, you have big trucks and small cars. But when you arrange them on road, it's like creating a cool traffic scene, right, where everything fits together. Even though the cars are different sizes, design is like arranging your toys so they look just right. There's a way you arrange things, whether big or small, and they fit in, right? So there are times that even in design, you bring big elements and match them with small elements. But then proportion is knowing how to arrange them. That is what we talked about earlier. Proportion is knowing how to put them right so that they look beautiful. Okay? Now that is size. We have big, we have small, we have tall, we have short. Those are sizes, right? Now knowing how to arrange this is part of proportion, knowing how this thing will fit in. That is proportion. Next slide, please. Next slide. Now, I say, so things can be different sizes in a drawing or design. If you place them in a good way, they can still look awesome together. That's what I just explained, right? They may be different size, they may be big and small, tall and short, but knowing how to arrange them, if you arrange them well and you know how to place them, they will look awesome together. Remember, what we are doing now is the basics. We are putting in the basics. So you need this basic knowledge so that when you start designing, you know what should be done. You know how to arrange your work. You know how to make your work look professional and nice and beautiful. Remember, from the beginning of our class, we said designing is about sending a message in a beautiful way. Actually, it has to be beautiful, right? So that is that. Next slide. Next slide. Okay, here are examples. You see the first one, you see A is very A, B, C, D. These are different sizes, but they look just fine, right? These are other different sizes. Again, the boxes that are arranged, you see this, you see these, they are of different sizes, right? These are different sizes. Now, this is an example of sizes and sizes. Let's go to the next slide. See how they are arranged, right? You see proportion is arranging them accordingly. If you look at the pictures on the previous slide, just go back to last slide. You see that now they are arranged in order. That is what proportion is. You see from big, from small to medium to big. So it's a process, right? So, and if you're coming from big, you come to big, medium, then small, right? So that is what makes it looks organized, and that is what will make your work stand out as a designer, knowing how to arrange your work to make it look professional and still send the message across. I hope you got the message. I hope you understand what I mean. Next slide. Next slide, please. So here's an exercise. I said arrange objects, that is or your plates, in order of size from big to small. That is your exercise for today. You arrange your object. You can arrange your objects. You can arrange either plates, you can arrange either cups, but arrange them in order of size from big to small. Then you arrange from small to big. Hope you got the assignment. All right, that's the exercise that you're going to be doing from this class. Next slide. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I hope you got the message. I hope you understand, right? Now, remember, it's not just about learning, it's about learning and putting it to practice. Make sure you do the assignments. And also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Lastly, if you have any question, you can drop it in the comment section and we'll do well to address it. Thank you so much for joining and thank you for your time. Thank you so much. See you in the next class. My name is Barashi and I love you so much. Bye.